Skeeves! Where are you? Oh, hello everyone, and welcome again to Dead Dollies TV. I don't know what all this racket is about, but I will get to the bottom of it. We have a wonderful show planned for you tonight.
This sure is a lot of stuff.
I know. This is really heavy.
Skeeves, I've been looking for you.
You didn't see me? I was right outside.
How could I see you if you're outside?
Oh.
What is all this noise about?
Dr. Dim was doing an experiment.
Well, I wish you would quiet down. We have a show to do.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're still here. Let us now take you to some footage of interviews from our trip to NJ Horrorcon. We got some great footage, and we met some very nice people. Now watch this video to the bottom of all this noise. Michael Berryman here, and you might know him from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or The Hills Have Eyes.
Yes.
And we just have two questions for you, Mr. Berryman. The first one is, how did you get involved in the horror genre?
I just finished doing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and a gentleman by the name of Wes Craven saw the movie, and I got a phone call. And I went and met Peter Locke and Wes, and we had a lovely conversation, and he told me he wrote a story based on the McBean family, and we looked over the script, and he said, we're going to go play cannibals in the desert with no budget. And I go, let's do it.
Woohoo! That sounds like fun to me. I like blood myself, so yeah, fresh blood.
We didn't have a budget for a lot of blood. We had just enough to put on my neck and my ankle attack with the dog. But, it's a very effective movie. Right? Very
And we also would like for you to elaborate a little bit on The Evil Within.
Yes.
You have a project coming out this month.
It's out now on Amazon Prime. It's making its way around film festivals.
Oh, okay.
It's the only film made by Andrew Getty of the Getty family. He passed away last year. It's been in post-production for 9 years. All the special effects are practical, so if you're into cinematography, you'll really be fascinated with it. It stars Sean Patrick Flannery and myself and Dina Myers. And Andrew built all of the props himself, and it's based on a nightmare. And there is a mirror that is a portal, and I'm the entity that arrives via the mirrors and brings bad dreams.
Ooh, some nightmares.
Evil Within.
Wow. We want to thank you again so much for
My
your
pleasure.
time, Mr. Berryman. We shake your hand.
Nice to meet you.
Movie Bob, and he's going to let us know, explain to us the movie Bob.
Absolutely. So this is the world's greatest movie trivia card game ever. Covers every movie ever made or will be made. And it works like this. So you get 10 cards dealt to you that are a combination of trivia cards and strategy cards. Now, you can start with any card, but let's say you started with your movie card. You'd lay it down, and you'd name any movie. So go ahead and name any movie that you guys like.
Okay. What do you think?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Great. Good
Something
choice.
Scary.
Yes, I love it. Okay, now the next person has the actor card. So they lay that down and they name any actor who's in Nightmare on Elm Street. Robert Englund, you got it. Next person has the roll card, lays it down, names any one of the characters who is in Nightmare on Elm Street. Who we got? We can do Freddy. Yeah, Freddy Krueger, exactly. Then the next person has the quote card, lays it down, gives us any line of dialogue spoken by anybody in the movie, whether it's by Freddy Krueger or a couple of girls doing some slow motion jump rope, whatever. What do you got?
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Yeah, all right. So when you get all 4 pieces, movie, actor, role, and quote, you've completed the take. That's what we call it. So now we got to jump to a new movie. So everybody who was in Nightmare on Elm Street, they all did other movies. So the next person happens to have another movie card. So they lay that down and they name any movie that one of those actors from Nightmare on Elm Street was in. So where do we go? Whether it's another Robert Englund movie or another Johnny Depp movie, Heather Langenkamp, what movie? I know, right? A lot of choices. Yeah. Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
There we go. Great.
Okay,
Okay. Keeping it in the scary movies. Yeah. All right. So then there's no order. So the next person has a quote card, and maybe they put that out there, and they give any line of dialogue spoken by anybody in that movie. We keep going like that, round and around the table, until somebody gets rid of all their cards. First person to do that wins. We get another actor. We get another actor. You know. So we also have strategy cards, like the reverse angle card. This will let you change the direction of gameplay of the table. Your take 5 card actually lets you pick 5, play it and take a break. And the cut card stops the gameplay completely. We were linking movies, but this one wipes the slate clean. We start the whole game again from scratch. Yeah, so you never play the same game twice, no matter how many times you play it. And you don't ever have to buy expansion packs because every week there are new movies coming out. So you are the expansion pack for the game. 2 to 16 players can play the game too.
It remains very relevant. Yeah.
I'm here with Marc McKenna. You would know him from Punisher. So we just have 2 questions for him. So we just want to know how you got yourself into comic book writing.
So I was originally a comic book collector when I was a teenager.
Okay.
And when I became a high school senior, the guidance counselor said to me that I had to pick a job. So I was either going to be a filmmaker or a comic book artist. And I went to animation school. I went to a school for animation and School of Visual Arts in New York City, where I became an animation major, but it used to be 770 drawings for 1 minute of animation. I decided that wasn't for me, so I'd rather just draw comics. So I ended up with a degree in illustration from college, but I also met the chairman of the comic book department, who then introduced me to the DC Comics new talent coordinator, and that started my future.
So we are very thankful for that school counselor that made you peak at such a young age. And then we also want you to, if you could elaborate, you have a new project coming up this year.
Yes, my book Combat Jacks is a book I came up with the idea in 2012. I figured there wasn't really enough good jack-o'-lantern monsters. They were kind of scary. There should be better monsters, and came up with the whole concept that there's an alien species on another planet, and in the future we send terraformers up to the Earth's overpopulation to develop living facilities on the planet, but they come across these jack-o'-lanterns that are indigenous aliens that then eventually kill people.
That all sounds scary. Well, he fixed that problem, correct. And we want to say thank you again, and we want to say thank you for your time, and good luck with the new pumpkin. It's Combat Jacks.
Thank you.
Yeah, Katie, it's time, drill. That's a drill. Woo! Katie, hold this for me.
I don't think I want to.
Come on. Woo-hoo! Take this. We are ready.
Yay!
It's time to throw the switch. Prepare!
Switch!
Throw the switch!
Throw the switch!
And now, to bring my creation to life!
Uh-oh.
Skeeves! Skeeves!
I found the light!
Bring it over here.
Okay!
Skeeves! I don't know what is going on with the lights, but we will get to the bottom of it. But now we will take you back to a video from our trip. until we get these lights back on. Felissa Rose from Stay Away Cow. And we just want to thank you for your time again. If we just have 2 questions for you. Is there any type of ritual that you did in order to get ready for set?
Oh, that's a great question. You know what, I was a child, so the director worked a lot with me, trying to get the women to stare and feel a bit like I had, gone through a lot. And there was nothing that I had done, but it was more just being a child in my own imagination. I really understood what you wanted to kind of get across to the audience. So it worked very well together.
Children have an imagination, yes. Well, my second question is, why horror? Why the genre of horror?
Why not?
What do you like about it?
I just think it takes you on a journey that was something real, fear, that it challenges all of your emotions, it's exciting, and it's just entertainment at the end of the day, and it's beautiful. There's so many horror movies out there that look like Suspiria, Shining.
Oh my goodness, she makes it so beautiful, such a beautiful way to articulate. We want to thank you again, Lisa Rose, and with Sharon Waters from Dark Shadows. And we just have 2 questions for you. The first is, how did you get into the genre from the scary movies?
Well, actually, what I was involved with is Dark Shadows, which was the original Gothic soap opera that started in 1966 and ran till 1971. And we like to refer to it as a Gothic soap opera, not so much
something
horror. However, I seem to regularly be around people who are making horror films in the independent film industry, and this was just a naturally organic lead for me. I enjoy the horror genre, actually.
Right. And what was your
character name?
Well, I was going to say, what was the way that you get into your character? Well, you can tell us your character name and how you got into your character.
Actually, I started doing modeling and commercials and print advertisements when I was only 5 years old. So I was going on other auditions for things, and when I went to an audition for Dark Shadows, I had no idea what it was. It was just another job. It was only until after I got it that I found out I was going to be a ghost. And not only just a ghost, but the ghostly sister of the lead character who was a vampire. And his name was Barnabas Collins, and my name was Sarah Collins. I was nice, he was not.
She's the ghost.
No, I was a friendly ghost. I was sweet.
We want to thank you again, Miss Waters, for your time.
My last name is Smith, S-M-Y-T-H. Sharon Smith Lentz.
We get to thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
They don't make me go out like that.
Well, I'm glad
no, you don't get to go out.
Always glad to see the dead Dollies.
Moran from Who Knows Halloween 1978, and we just have 2 questions.
Moran.
Moran? I pronounced it wrong. Moran. Moran?
Moran.
That's right. So the first question is, how did you get into horror?
A fluke, man. My agent called me up and told me about Halloween, and sent me on the interview, and I talked to John Carpenter and Irwin Yablon's the producer, and that was that.
Oh my goodness.
That was my first part. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it's your first?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a very good opportunity. And then the second question is, what did you do to get in the character to be such a mean person and to those people, those victims?
I didn't sleep, I didn't shower, I didn't shave, and I never had coffee, which made me really cranky.
Oh, then he want to kill you. Then we call hungry. You hungry.
That's right.
That's right. He mean. We don't thank you so much for your time, and
My
this
pleasure.
is The Dollies TV. Shepis. She's one of our most influential scream queens of our time, but you may know her from from Sharknado. We just have 2 questions. Two questions.
2 questions for Sharknado 2.
Yes, Sharknado 2. How did you know that you were so good at the scream? How did you discover this?
How did I discover it? I was like, all right, I don't have any talent. Like, I can't play racquetball. I can't knit. I can't do a French braid or do double Dutch. So I was like, holy crap, I can scream.
So she can scream, ah!
Can you believe it?
And
so, yeah, that was it. That was it. It was easy as that. And I was like, oh my God, I can make a career out of
I can
this.
scream, and she's so pretty, and she's beautiful. She's so, can I drink your blood? She's so beautiful. I want to be beautiful like her.
I don't know. Then everyone's going to want some, and then everybody's going to cry.
They want me to share some. If I give some too, correct? They want me to share too, and I don't share. Maybe with my minions, but that's it.
That's it.
And then the second question is, how did you get involved in horror? Was it the scream that you just went outside and screamed, and that's how you got it?
Yes, I went outside and I screamed, and then producers just came running.
Yes,
they
just came.
They just came. Wow.
But no, Ski's right. Ski's very young.
That's how it works. You just go outside, you scream, you throw in some bangs, and next thing you know, movie star!
Yes, we want to thank you again so much for your time. I shake your hand. And we are here with Tina for Pit Bulls.
Yep.
And this is a non-for-profit organization, and they're going to elaborate for us.
Yes, we are a completely non-profit 501c3 organization. Everything that we raise through our merch and the calendar, this is one of our biggest fundraisers, goes right back to the dogs, whether it's fighting breed-specific legislation, networking for shelter dogs to help find them homes and get them out of the shelters, and just, educating the public in every way we can to help improve the image that the pit bulls have currently. We are, friendly with all dogs, not just pit bulls, but we will help network for any dog. All dogs. Yes, all dogs. We want to make the world a safer place for every dog. That's what our goal is, to help every dog in every way we can.
And I'm holding the book here, the Pit Bull Life.
Yes.
So this is an effort to raise money as well.
It is, and to educate the public. Our founder, this is her current book. This is her first book. This is the most recent book that she has written, that she's put out. And it's a great book. It has tons of information.
Okay, where can we find you on social media?
Yes.
Would you like to give us?
Yep, you can find us online, www.pinupsforpitbulls.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
We're here with Ted Raimi, and he is from Evil Dead. We know him from Evil Dead 2, and we have just 2 questions for him.
Oh, yes, what is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
We would like to know, how do you get into your character that you play on screen?
Oh, how do I get into that character?
Yeah.
For Chet, in Ash vs. Evil Dead, I based him on a lot of people I used to know growing up in Detroit, Michigan. Those are people who, some of these guys never went to school, drop out, they didn't do so well. So I based Chet on a lot of those guys. He's an amalgam of many people I knew. And so when I get into him, I just think about those guys.
Right, that type of culture almost, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then, do you have any type of way that a ritual that you get ready for sets? Like, do you have any type of costumes that you like to wear?
I like to. Sometimes I get into my pajamas, and then I get back into my costume, and then back into my pajamas. No, I don't do any of that.
He likes to switch it up.
Costume rituals, but I have no costume rituals. But no, I do. I am fitted for costumes, but I have no costume rituals.
So that's like maybe ahead of time, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, I'm me when I come on the set, and I put the bowling shirt on and the goofy shoes, and then all of a sudden I'm kind of walking like this.
Yeah, nothing really fancy. Okay.
That's sort of standard. And what about you guys when you get into costume? Or are you always like
These are my minions over here.
Are you always like this? You're always, so you don't even have to get into costume, do you?
Yeah.
I was born like this.
Yeah.
Like how? With that hat on your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came with it.
Your mother must have been in a lot of pain.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's our minions
Yes.
right here. We
Yeah.
love them, don't we love you?
I love the fact that you have minions.
Yes, that's my
now,
minion.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since they're minions,
Sure.
can you summon minions? Because minions, of course, are intended to be summoned.
Telepathy, correct?
Oh, okay. Now let's see if this works. Hold on a second. Now I want you to think of something
Okay.
that is going to telepathically make them do something, but don't tell our studio audience. All right?
Okay.
Here we go. The count. Are you thinking? Are you thinking?
I'm thinking of a number between
Wait a
1
minute.
and 5.
That's wait a minute. Yes, that's okay. That'll work. Here we go. Now, what number is she thinking?
15.
You, sir, must be a little tired. You should lie down for a while. What number?
3. That is
She right?
correct.
She is right. It's amazing. It's amazing how this works. Let's try that again because
Okay,
I couldn't even
ready?
believe it myself.
Are you ready?
Now I want you to think
Okay.
you have to now think. I will set the terms now.
Okay.
Just so our audience doesn't think we're fooling anybody. So now I want you to think of a letter. A, B, C, D, or E.
Okay.
All right? You thinking of it?
Yes, I have it.
What's the letter she's thinking of?
12.
What letter is she thinking of? Is
B.
that correct?
Yes.
Amazing. I am so impressed
We
by
are
this.
such a team. But we want to thank Mr. Ted here for your time. Thank you so much for shaking your
It is a
hand.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
It is a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's very nice to meet you.
And this is
Very
the
nice to meet you,
Dollies.
Minions. Pleasure. Pleasure. Yeah, we have to get you some professional help.
Yes, yes, we do.
There's pills for people like that.
Yes.
I think you have
Lots
it
of
down.
pills. Whatever they tell you to take, double it. Then take 4 times the amount, then lie down. And then go do the whole thing again in 5 minutes.
Gather Lentz.
Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Thank you so
It's been
much.
wonderful.
Thank
Goodbye.
you, Jake, from Chemical Smith. And I noticed a lot on your project. You like buy and sell toys.
We usually buy some toys, sometimes comic books, yes. Do you have anything for sale?
I have a very stylish toy, but I don't really want to part with. But for you,
Yes.
for you, I part with.
You want more with it? Okay. What do you have?
My skis, I sell you my skis.
Skis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How's your comic book knowledge? Do you have any comic book knowledge?
I like the color red.
Okay. Are you a hard worker?
Yes, I work a lot.
You do? Okay. Do you like stocking shelves? Do you like Funko Pop figures?
Yeah, I like all that stuff.
Okay.
What is that stuff?
Yes, we have all of that. All right. Do you, can you work for a demanding boss, such as Walt Flanagan? He's a taskmaster. He is very demanding.
I will do and be whatever you want me to be.
All right. Do you eat a lot? Do you want to we have to feed you?
Yeah, I eat. I also eat.
You poop a lot
We
too.
poop a lot. That is
That's right. We'll get Mike Sassett to clean that up. Well, how much for your ski?
What are you willing to offer?
Well, let's see. Hard worker, poop a lot though, eat a lot.
I clean it up though.
We'll get someone else to clean it up. Let me see. Here's $10 American dollar.
They got.
All right, sale. All right, come with me. Come with me.
Oh, we need to shake hands on
Yes.
it. We shake on it.
We shake on
We
it.
shake.
We shake,
Yeah.
yes.
Shake my hand.
Yes.
This is Elizabeth Minche, and
I don't want to let you go.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family.
What would you like me to do?
You can go hang out with them.
Oh, Katie, do be careful.
Hey, I'm only a doctor for today.
Ooh, what's this? Katie, I think I found it.
Yay!
Katie, there's no time to spare.
No!
Pass me the jumper cable.
Jumper
Jump. Quickly. Red cable's here. And now, I give you life!
No. Live, goddammit! Live! It's alive!
The lights came back in time, luckily. I don't know what the crazy doctor is doing, but I'm not so happy. So tonight you got to see our footage from NJ Horrorcon. I just hope that we can convince Ming Chen to give me back my skis. I miss him. Good night, everybody.